When someone doesn't value you anymore, do this and see what happens. There's a moment, a quiet, painful moment, when you realize someone you care about just doesn't value you the way they used to. Maybe it's your partner, a close friend, a grown child, or someone at work. You start to notice the shift. Conversations are shorter. Affection is colder. You feel invisible in a room where you used to feel needed. And what do most of us do? We try harder. We call more. We give more. We bend until we're barely ourselves, just hoping they'll finally say, "I see you. You matter." But here's the paradox. The more you chase respect and validation, the less of it you receive. That's not your failure. That's a sign it's time to change your approach. Value in a relationship isn't fixed. It's fluid. People value what they respect, and people respect what they don't assume will always be there. Think about how we treat electricity. We flip the switch and expect the light. But when there's a blackout, we panic, we light candles, we scramble for answers. That's human nature. We only truly notice the value of something when it's gone, or at least no longer guaranteed. If someone doesn't value you anymore, it doesn't mean you're worthless. It means they've stopped paying attention. And that's the moment to make a move, not toward them, but toward yourself. Here's the trick. It's quiet, it's simple, it's uncomfortable, but it works. Step back, give them space, let the silence do the talking. This doesn't mean ghosting them or playing games. It means removing the constant reminders of your presence. Stop initiating. Stop explaining. Stop proving. Create distance. Not as revenge, but as a reset. Let them sit in the absence of you. People need time and space to miss what they took for granted. And if they don't, that's information. That's clarity. That's your freedom. So now what? With all the emotional energy you were pouring into them, pour it into you. Start small. Reconnect with a forgotten passion. Take walks in silence, real silence, without earbuds, without distraction. Cook a new recipe just for you. Reach out to friends who do see your value. Every small act of self-investment says, "I matter," whether you see it or not. You're not doing this to make them jealous or regretful. You're doing this to remember who you are outside of their neglect. And trust me, when you show up for yourself consistently, others start to take notice. You'll carry yourself differently. You'll stop tolerating crumbs. You'll stop apologizing for having needs. That's attractive. That's powerful. That's magnetic. Let's talk boundaries. Most of us think boundaries mean yelling no or cutting people off. But real boundaries are quiet and consistent. They look like not answering late-night texts when someone only reaches out when they need something. Not rearranging your life to fit someone who never considers your schedule. Saying, "I'm not available," and not explaining why. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. When you step back, you're doing something bold. You're communicating a boundary without saying a word. And yes, some people will get angry. Some will accuse you of being distant, cold, or selfish. That's because they're not used to you putting yourself first. Let them sit with that discomfort. That's not your burden. That's their wake-up call. Here's the outcome of all this. One of two things happens. They notice, they reflect. They realize they've lost something valuable, and they step up, maybe the relationship gets a second wind, healthier, stronger, more balanced. Or they don't. They fade away. Maybe they never really appreciated you to begin with. Either way, you're no longer chasing crumbs. You're standing tall, holding out for what you actually deserve. No one gets to decide your value. That's your job. And the moment you stop begging for validation is the moment you reclaim your power. So let go. Let go of the need to be constantly seen. Let go of the urge to fix everything. Let go of the fear that if you step back, you'll lose them forever. Because if distance makes them disappear, they were already gone. But if absence makes them realize your worth, that's not luck. That's the result of you choosing to value yourself first. There's something no one tells you about stepping back. At first, it feels like freedom, like exhaling after holding your breath for too long. But then comes the silence, and it's not always peaceful. Sometimes it's loud, echoing, full of questions. Did I do the right thing? Will they even notice I'm gone? Was I really that easy to walk away from? That's normal. When you've spent so long trying to be everything to someone else, the absence of their attention can feel like a void. But that void, it's not emptiness, it's space. Space for you to hear your own voice again. Let it speak. Let it remind you of what you sacrificed trying to be accepted. The opinions you silenced. The dreams you delayed. The self-worth you outsourced to someone who couldn't carry it. And let it remind you of this. You didn't walk away to punish anyone. You stepped back to protect the parts of you that were slowly disappearing. The silence won't last forever. Eventually, it shifts from questioning to clarity. You begin to notice moments of peace where there used to be anxiety. You stop checking your phone every hour. You sleep a little better. You breathe a little deeper, and one day, without even realizing it, you laugh. Not because they came back, but because you did. You came back to yourself, to your dignity, to the version of you that doesn't need to shrink in order to be loved. So if you're sitting in the silence right now, wondering if anyone sees your absence, let me tell you something. You do. And that's enough, because when you begin to see your own worth again, clearly, fully, without needing confirmation, life starts to respond in kind. The right people come closer. The wrong ones fall away. And the best part, you no longer need to chase what's meant to find you. If this story resonated with you, don't let it end here. Subscribe for more insights like this. Stories that remind you of your strength, your voice, and your worth. Comment below. Have you ever stepped back from someone who stopped valuing you? What did you learn? Share this with someone who might need a gentle reminder. You don't have to beg to be valued. Your presence is powerful. Your absence is even louder. Use both wisely.